So in February of last year, one day, there was a spill in North Carolina of 30,000 tons of coal ash from a storage pond into the Dan River. And this was an environmental crisis. It was a PR crisis. It's something you're still dealing with every day. Walk us through that a little bit and walk us through maybe the biggest lesson you've learned from that.
So as Lee said, we had a spill on Super Bowl Sunday. It was a Sunday night. I just sat down to watch the game. Here comes the phone and the email. And, there's so much written about how to deal with a crisis, and I think there have even been panels at this conference talking about it. So there are playbooks, in effect, on how to deal with this. But I would tell you, when you are in the moment, it doesn't feel like there's a playbook. And so, the first thing that I really focused on was trying to get my hands around what is it? And it sounds so simple when I describe it to you now. It was a pipe that broke and we released ash into the river. So it's an engineering problem, right? You've got a pipe to fix. Let's make sure we've got engineers and contractors out there fixing pipes. But it became so much more than that. And it grew and developed over time into an environmental issue that was bigger than just the pipe at Dan River. It really called into question the whole storage of ash around the country, which is more than North Carolina. It's everywhere in the U.S. It became a part of the political landscape in North Carolina. Even today, there are ads in the political arena in North Carolina that are drawing attention to environmental matters. And so what I would say to you is constantly try to keep perspective, continue to define what it is, communicate as much as you can, both internally and externally. And I would also say stay calm and regard this as a long-term matter. As much advice as you get about how to solve something quickly, these issues are never solved quickly. And so you have to have a long-term perspective, how you're going to incorporate lessons learned, how you're going to address this over time. And stay calm and carry on is what I would say is something that is so important. But carry on with some urgency because there are a lot of things that need to be addressed.
It makes me, reading about this, it made me think of someone else who we're going to hear from in a little bit, who's also going through a crisis, Mary Barra. Did you find yourself just kind of thinking of her situation in a different way as you were going through this? Or?
I certainly read a lot of Mary Barra articles, because she was facing, at about the same time, a crisis, and understanding how she was responding and how she was addressing some of the issues were actually helpful. Again, trying to get perspective on how to move forward.